Hey everyone, welcome or welcome back to the Missy Money channel. I'm Missy, I'm a mom of 3 and the owner of Missy Money, a small business that specializes in minimalist and aesthetic cash stuffing essentials to help inspire and motivate you on your personal finance and budgeting journey. Today I'm going to be cash stuffing my second paycheck of November, including variable expenses, sinking funds, and savings challenges. Stay tuned. All right, guys, this is my second paycheck and pay period of November. And as always, I'm going to go ahead and start by seeing what's left over in my wallet from this past week and deciding if I'm going to roll over that leftover cash into my next pay period or if I will unstuff it and contribute to savings challenges. So starting with groceries, I have $26 left. I will go ahead and unstuff that. Eating out was fully spent. Gas, I did fill up, but both of our cars are towards the top of the fill because we just recently filled both of them. So I am going to go ahead and unstuff this and then start fresh this week on that. Spending money was fully spent. Say yes has $10 left. I will go ahead and unstuff that. Be kind is fully spent, and the miscellaneous has $6 left, so we will go ahead and unstuff that. And that will be it for unstuffing my wallet, and then I will go ahead and pop this in the back of my cash tray, and we will contribute that to savings challenges towards the end of this video. So I am cash stuffing $1,650. That breakdown is going to be similar to last week. I liked the kind of mix and denomination of bills that I had, and that helped me make some pretty good headroads in the Magical Vacation Savings Challenge. So that is kind of the plan this week as well. I am trying to finish the Magical Vacation Savings Challenge as soon as possible within this calendar year, and once those payments are due, go ahead and pay that off in full in preparation for our vacation. So it's not for quite a few months yet, but most of our final payments are due in December. So I just want to get that done as quickly as possible so it's in the bank sitting and ready to go when we need to spend that money. So I'm going to be cash stuffing $1,650. My plan is very similar to last week's. So I did go ahead and take a look at my digital budget planner. I kept my denominations pretty much the same across the board and then transferred that plan over to my cash planning notepad. So I will have this off to the side as I do my cash stuffing, just so I know what categories, amounts, and bill breakdowns that I need as I go through my stuffing. So as I mentioned, I am cash stuffing $1,650. So I will just go ahead and pop this all into the bank. Got some good bills today from my favorite teller. She's the one I probably know the best at my bank, and I just went through the drive-thru because I didn't want to go inside, and she happened to be at the drive-thru, so that was lucky. I hope you all are having a good week. It has been a good week for us. It's been a little bit different because for my work, I am on a bye week, which this is my first time experiencing a bye week since it's my first year with this job. And it's been interesting because in some ways it's been busy because I've been catching up on like, not administrative, but like kind of like emails and some, work process things, some documentation, just like things I've been putting off because the season has been so crazy. I got a chance to catch up on some of that, but in some ways it's been nice because today, for example, I actually took the day off and I had to dial into one meeting. So I don't know, 90% off. But it's been great because I've been at home just kind of cleaning up the home office and getting everything organized and starting to put things in their place for the 12 days of Christmas sale and doing some prep work for that. So it's been super exciting. I also got our first shipment in for new products, and the others should be arriving shortly as well. So we are on track for that, and I'm getting really excited. But it's been a nice, calm day. So hopefully those vibes continue. I am going to go ahead and start this cash stuffing by cash stuffing my variable expenses in my wallet for the week and getting that all set. So groceries is getting $250. I think our plan is to go do our weekly Costco run tomorrow. So we'll probably eat up most of that. All right, eating out is getting $150. We'll spend some of that tonight because we are doing our Pizza Friday. Gas is getting $50. I fear we can never ever change Pizza Friday because the kids literally, as soon as they wake up on Friday, like double check, it's Pizza Friday today, right? So it is ingrained in their little brains and they look forward to it. So we will definitely do that. All right, Say Yes is getting $40. Be Kind is getting $5. And then Miscellaneous is getting $40 as well. All right, guys, and that is it for my wallet for the week. Next is my long-term sinking funds. The other thing I've been doing today is, as I've been kind of organizing the office, getting it ready for both new products and the 12 days of Christmas sale, I have also kind of been making decisions on what my setup is going to be for the next calendar year. So I'm super excited about that. Last year I did kind of a reset and a system reset and condensing. I think I did it all in one video, and I'll probably, the timing will be about right to do that again, but I'm starting to get really excited in terms of how I'm going to set things up for 2026, which sounds so crazy to say, but it's going to be here before you know it. All right, Emergency is getting $50 this week. So Emergency now has 1,000, 1,500, 50, and then 1,600 total. Insurance is getting $30. So insurance will now have 500, 600, 620, 640, 650, 660, 6. Ooh, you can know what it should not have. I think I picked up one too many tens because I give $30 to this weekly. I've only had 2 contributions and I had one too many tens in there. So I'm going to assume that I picked up one too many tens and that this is what I should have. So 500, 600, 620, 40, 50, 60, which is how much I should have. The tens are really crispy, so they're probably just sticking to each other a bit. All right, Home. Home is getting $50. Which will put Home at 1,000, 100, 200, 300, 50, 400. So $1,400. Car is getting $15. So Car now has 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 10, 20, 25, 30. So $930. Subscriptions is going to get $20. Subscriptions now has 500, 600, 650, 670, 690. And I will need to pull from this because we have a Ring doorbell and then actually a Ring like on our back patio as well. And we get the like yearly subscription to that for the monitoring, so you can go back and see videos. And so that came due this past week, and so when I do my first unstuffing for November, which will be at the end of this week, I'll go ahead and pull for that. All right, annual passes is getting $30. So annual passes now has 100, 200, 300, 400, 20, 40, 50, 60. So $460. Birthdays is getting $30. So Birthdays now has 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 20, 40, 50, 60. So $860 in Birthdays. And then St. Jude is getting $10. So St. Jude now has 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. And at the end of this week, I will pull $50 of this because I did go ahead and make our October contribution. So I did $50 for that. So I will unstuff for that one. All right, guys, that is it for long-term sinking funds. Next, we'll get into short-term sinking funds here. Starting with shopping. So shopping is getting $30 this week. So that will put shopping at 100, 150, 170, 190, 210. Clothing. I spent a little bit on this yesterday, day before, something like that. All right, clothing now has 100, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75. So $175 in clothing. Just picked up a few things For the girls, Matt was in pretty good shape, but the girls needed some winter clothes. All right, date night. Date night is getting $20. So date night now has 100, 150, 170, 190. Family fun. Family fun is getting $40. So family fun now has 100, 150, 170, 190, 210, 230, 240. All right. So another one I'll have to pull from because Dan's parents came to the game last weekend for the Salute to Service game, and I know he spent some of that. So I got them, like, for the Salute to Service game, I got them each a sweatshirt. So definitely we'll pull from that for that. All right, self-care. Self-care is getting 20. Sorry, needed to look at my notepad. Getting $20. So self-care now has 50, 70, 90, 100. I got Dan's dad it's like the sideline sweatshirt that all the staff and coaches wore. It's like for Salute to Service. It's really cool. It has like patches on it and kind of has this just military vibe, and I know he really liked it. So that was awesome. And then for Dan's mom is like, she loves bling. She like as flashy as you can get. It's really funny. She's the sweetest lady ever, but she and I kind of have almost opposite like clothing and tastes and things, because I'm very minimalistic, like color blocking, and she is like, if it's bling, it's for her. And we laugh about that difference. But I got her like the most blinged out thing I could get from our pro shop, and she was like, I love it, it's got bling on it. And I gave it to her like at the game when they arrived, and she was like, I'm gonna go change into it because my sweatshirt that I'm currently wearing doesn't have bling. So she was super pumped about it. All right, Lola and Luna are getting $25. So Lola and Luna now have 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, 90, 95. So 195 for the pups. And then Gifts is getting $30. So Gifts now has 20, 40, 50, 60. School is getting $50. So School now has 50, 150, 70, 90. So 190 for School. And then Oops is getting $30. And one of you had the funniest comment that then like 7 of you commented on, about how every time I say oops, oops, I did it again, pops into your head. And now I literally cannot look at this envelope, either stuffing or unstuffing, without the song going into my head. So thank you for that, fellow millennials. That is a lovely little trigger to have on my brain whenever I see this envelope, and it makes me smile every time. But you guys are the best and the funniest, and I love this community so much. All right, so Oops, I Did It Again now has 100, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90. That was like such a blast from the past, but it was real. That was the vibe growing up. All right, guys, let's go ahead and combine this cash here because it is time to jump into savings challenges. A bunch of crinkly ones left over. Somebody also asked what I do with change. Before I do my cash stuffing, I take all of the change out of my wallet and I dump it into a little mug that's off screen that you guys can't see. That actually one of you all got for me. I'll just try not to spill the change, but it has my little saying that I say at the end of each video. But I have that off to the side, and I always pop my change in there before my cash stuffing, like before I start filming. And then when the mug gets full, I put it into a big bag. And then when the big bag gets full, then I take it and swap it out for cash at the bank. And then I do a little extra cash stuffing with it. So I just emptied it out. I don't have a ton in there, but I dropped what I had in there from my wallet before today's cash stuffing. So in case you were wondering where my change goes, that's where my change goes. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into savings challenges. It's starting with the 12-month savings challenge. So we'll pop back to November here. Ooh. not October, November. All right, guys. And we did 150 last time. I think we can go ahead and do the same amount this time. So I'm going to do another 150. Get my pen here, and we'll go ahead and fill out 15 more of these symbols. And then I've only got $200 left for the November challenge, so hopefully you can finish that one early. I am hoping to finish this one early in general because, again, this is one where I'd like to finish it early December so I can do the unstuffing and kind of show you guys the whole full process on this one. And then if you want to start it in 2026, you can start along with me. You can really start the 12-month savings challenge at the start of any month. It doesn't have to start in January. There's something about like the, I don't know, like going in order that for my OCD brain is nice. All right, next we will jump into the holidays savings challenge. Thanksgiving is fully funded. Christmas is fully funded, but we will give it an extra $40 anyway. Won't have to fill in a symbol there, but we'll just go ahead and keep doing that until Christmas comes. All right, New Year's fully funded. Big game, I am gonna do $50 on that one. So we've got 2 rows of that done already. See how many singles we've got? We have got 3 singles, so I'm going to go ahead and fill in 1 Valentine's Day here with these 2. And then St. Patty's Day, we'll go ahead and put the last single that we've got. And then Easter, I think I'm going to go ahead and just do a row here. So I'll need $25 to do that. And then I think that's going to be all she wrote here for the Holiday Savings Challenge for this contribution. And that means I can pop the rest of it into the Magical Vacation Savings Challenge and hopefully make some really good progress here. So I don't know. I think I'm going to keep going with what I was doing before, which is trying to knock out kind of the highest denomination challenges first. I was able to knock out 2 $10 challenges last week. I don't know if I'll be able to finish Emergency, but let's go ahead and try. So let me do some math and see how much we would need to finish this one out. We need $280. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that, but we'll try. So 50, 150, 170, 190, 210, 230, 250, 270, 280. Rock on. So I'm going to go ahead and fill out all of the rest of these symbols. All right, guys, so that should be $500 total for this challenge. Let's go ahead, organize this and see. Hopefully that's what we got, but we'll just go ahead and do a quick check here. All right, 100, 150, 200, 250, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, $500 in emergency. So that one is fully funded, and I'm actually going to grab myself a little fully funded placeholder bill just to pop in front of the challenge. That way I can visually, quickly, and easily see that it's fully funded as I'm flipping through. So that is awesome. Let's go ahead and see how many I can fill out in this spending challenge. So I've got 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80. So I can fill out 8 crowns. All right, guys, so about halfway done with that one, which is great. And then I'm just going to flip to the first $5 challenge, which is going to be souvenirs. Throw this 5 on that one. And that will be all she wrote, which is great. So let's just do a quick flip through here and see where we're at. Airfare is fully funded. We need to book that. I need to book that. Packing is a $5 challenge, so I've still got a ways to go, but with it being a $5 challenge, we can probably tackle that one pretty quickly. Same thing with pre-trip prep. It's not super far, but we've got $5 challenge on that one. Accommodations fully funded. Transportation, same thing, not super far, but it's only a $5 challenge. Food and drinks is fully funded. Tickets is fully funded. Entertainment is fully funded. Activities fully funded. Spending, about half the challenge to go. Souvenirs, quite a bit to go, but it's just a $5. Emergency is now fully funded. Pet care, a little ways to go, but it's a $5 challenge. And then miscellaneous is another big one that I'll need to tackle. So that's a $10 challenge, and I've only got 1 row. So miscellaneous and the rest of spending will be my next goals that I'll kind of tackle on getting those done. And then I think the $5 challenges will go pretty fast. So, all right, guys, that's it for the Magical Vacation Savings Challenge. And that's it for this cash stuffing. So as always, I just want to take a moment to say thank you so much. And I wanted to show my gratitude in a little bit of a different way this week. So one of the things I wanted to start doing is at the end of a video, I wanted to spotlight a comment or a few, but I'll start with just one this week. I wanted to spotlight a comment on my channel, on my YouTube channel. And so give me 1 second to go find the exact wording because I want to read it to you exactly. All right, guys, so today's spotlight comment comes from Miss King, and she left a comment that said, "Thanks to cash stuffing, I am depositing over $2,600 into savings today." So I just wanted to take a moment. I thought that was so incredible, and I'm so grateful to her for sharing that and sharing the milestone on her journey. And so again, just kind of a small show of gratitude. I wanted to just call that out and offer her a round of congratulations, and hope that this community is also, I know you all are because you're amazing and supportive, but also sending her congratulations as well on that huge milestone. And so I would just love to know how your journeys are all going. Hopefully we can keep this little spotlight comment going. And again, thank you so much for your support and for bringing me along your personal finance and budgeting journey and for being part of mine. So as always, if you are on your own personal finance and budgeting journey, I want to wish you a simple budget, a calm mind, and a happy life. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.